That is why I quit. I believe that there is more to this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit.
Cenat only donated $150 to the Mr. Beast water charity. People are also calling out for not even finishing those buildings or schools or whatever in Africa he plans on doing.
For a long time, Cenat seemed unstoppable, like nothing in the world could touch him. He wasn't just famous, he was a whole movement, breaking records on Twitch, bringing in celebrity guests like it was no big deal, and turning nearly every stream into a viral event. Kai made it look too easy. Whether people loved him or couldn't stand him, everyone was still watching. He had become the face of streaming, no debate about it. Kai wasn't just winning, he was running the game. For a while, it looked like nothing and no one could slow him down. But lately, the shine on that image has started to fade. Not because of one huge scandal or a single bad move, but because of a growing pattern that fans can't ignore anymore. It's a cycle. Something goes wrong, people start talking, and Kai only reacts after the internet explodes. Once you notice it, you can't stop seeing it everywhere. The first time people really started questioning things, it came from what was supposed to be one of the most harmless, chill streams ever. It all started with something super simple. A small Clash Royale collab with Jynxzi. No money drama, no beef, no wild stakes. Just a laid-back stream meant for fun. Jynxzi was clearly excited too, getting the chance to stream alongside one of the biggest names on Twitch. But right from the jump, something felt off. Jynxzi was trying to take the lead, hosting the stream, explaining the rules, setting things up, and keeping everything on track. But every time he opened his mouth, he got cut off, again and again.
Do y'all want to do a tournament? Because I think that would be fire, bro. Like if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai,
Oh
fix your
gosh,
shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your account, go to social, and then go to invite friend. It's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy.
Hey, anybody in the chat want him?
I know how to do this. Where am I going?
Let me make it.
Chat. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
It didn't feel like friendly banter or fun chaos, it felt straight up disrespectful. Jynxzi wasn't being taken seriously at all, and the vibe in the chat started shifting fast. Viewers caught on right away, and even people who usually ride hard for Kai began to look uneasy. Something just felt off, like the energy had flipped from chill to tense in seconds. Then, out of nowhere, came the moment that made everyone's jaw drop. No warning, no "be right back," not even a quick heads up. Kai just stood up mid-stream, switched over to his IRL setup, and walked right out. The stream went from awkward to shocking in an instant.
Should I spam one? Alright, come here. No, come here. Don't move, alright? Don't move.
Wait, what? Kai's doing IRL?
This fucking fly. What the fuck is this? Now chat, what the fuck is this right here, bro?
All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro.
The clips spread like wildfire. Chat was going crazy, clips were everywhere, and Twitter lit up within minutes. Reddit threads were popping off too, calling the whole thing flat out disrespectful. But the worst part wasn't even Kai walking out mid-stream. It was how long it took him to say anything about it.
What am I doing? Why does it have Kai? No, tell Jynxzi. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jynxzi, bro. Tell Jynxzi they had something playing IRL, but I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jynxzi I'll do the one-on-one with him. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do the IRL shit. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell Jynxzi I didn't want to do it. I'm not doing the IRL shit, gang. I'm not. No. Tell him come back on. He got on for real? Jynxzi ended for real? Oh, God. Bro, they got an IRL. Chat, listen. I told everybody, let's do this shit with Jynxzi. Oh my God, it's stressing me out, bro. I don't want to do the IRL. I'd rather do this with Jynxzi, gang. When CB first came in here, I said, no, I don't want to do IRL. I literally just said that.
It was complete silence until the internet blew up, and when Kai finally spoke on it, instead of just owning the moment, he started passing the blame. He said he didn't even want to do the IRL stream in the first place, hinting that others pushed him into it. But that excuse totally missed what people were upset about. Nobody cared whether it was an IRL stream or a gaming collab. The problem was that he just walked out on someone, live, in front of thousands watching. Jynxzi got left hanging, trying to hold things together while the whole internet watched. To a lot of fans, Kai's so-called apology didn't sound like accountability. It sounded like deflection. It all started to feel like straight-up damage control. And that's when people began digging deeper. The Jynxzi situation wasn't some one-time slip-up. It was the first real crack in Kai's untouchable image. And before that drama even cooled off, something way bigger was going down across the internet. Mr. Beast had just launched Team Water, a massive global charity movement aimed at bringing clean drinking water to millions of people around the world. This wasn't some small creator collab, it was next level. Thousands of streamers and YouTubers jumped in immediately, donation boards filled up in minutes, and creators were dropping insane amounts, some even throwing in hundreds of thousands right on stream. But then, people noticed something strange. One major name was missing. Cenat, arguably the biggest streamer on Twitch, was nowhere to be found. Not even a quick shout out, not even a symbolic $1 donation, nothing but silence. Fans were confused. Why would someone so public about everything suddenly go ghost on such a huge cause? Some tried to defend him, saying maybe he donated privately or didn't want to make it about himself, especially considering how often Kai flashes his wealth, his brand deals, and his luxury lifestyle online. The whole thing felt off. And just when people started talking about it, things exploded even more when Adin Ross decided to call him out publicly. Adin Ross threw down a massive challenge. If Kai donated a big amount to Team Water, he'd match it dollar for dollar. That meant nearly $1 million could have been raised with just one move. The internet went wild over it, waiting to see if Kai would step up and make it happen. It wasn't just about money anymore. It was about showing heart, about proving he cared. One simple donation could have changed everything, but everyone was holding their breath to see what Kai would do next.
Yeah, because listen, it's not. It's, like I said, I didn't want to make it weird. It's just that I thought, dude, Kai blocked my number. Fair enough, right? No drama there. Just blocked my number, right? So I can't collect my 100K, which is fine.
And still nothing happened. No post, no statement, no donation, not even a hint of a response. Fans started bringing up old promises Kai had made in the past, like the schools he once said he'd help build in Nigeria.
Cenat only donated $150 to the Mr. Beast water charity. People are also calling out for not even finishing those buildings or schools or whatever in Africa he plans on doing.
Projects that never seemed to happen. The silence was loud and people were starting to connect the dots. The optics were rough. Here's a streamer who throws stacks of cash on fireworks and wild stunts for content, but suddenly goes quiet when it's about something real, something that could actually save lives. The same old pattern showed up again. No reaction until the internet starts dragging him. No explanation until the pressure's too heavy to ignore.
I never got to tell you how that shit made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. I'm not holding this against you. I'm not putting it past you because I know who you are as a person. Read between the lines. No, listen.
And just when everyone thought the backlash couldn't get worse, another storm hit. This time, it had nothing to do with donations. It was all about viewership numbers.
Huh? Every time I see SQC say something, I DM that. Say, hey bro, we got a problem. He sent me a whole paragraph saying, no, we don't have no problem. Then he goes again. I think there's something wrong with the and that's fine.
Okay, whoa, buddy. I sent him one text like last year. Like, I just told him he got baited. Why are you making it like that? I mean, I'll leave DMs. I don't give a fuck. I mean, Jesus.
Every time I see SQC say something, I DM that nigga. I say, hey bro, we got a problem. He sent me a whole paragraph saying, no, we don't have no problem. And then he goes talk again.
I thought I'd touch base and pipe down without all the internet noise to tell you I care about you. I'm not a snake in the grass. I'm into mud at phase. And then back for weeks, and now Agent got into the mix, and I thought I'd throw mud at him and AMP for fun, and when he hopped into our call. So I don't know why he says that he DMs me when there's a problem, and I respond with messages. So yeah, doesn't fuck with me, it's a problem. Just don't make false statements. So
One of the loudest voices on Twitch started calling out strange spikes in view counts from creators close to Kai. Overnight, numbers were jumping in ways that didn't make sense. Massive boosts with barely any chat activity. The stats looked suspicious, like the engagement didn't match the views at all. Suddenly, people started whispering. Were these streams really blowing up naturally? Or was something shady going on behind the scenes? The timing couldn't have been worse for Kai, and once again, all eyes were on him.
It's not a witch hunt. Like, I wasn't even naming names. Like, brother, when the number is like that, it's just no good. Like, it's not, is that, and you compare some of these other guys, sometimes, yeah, it's what, like, it's just, it's up and it just doesn't add up. That's motion, brother. 37% validated viewer? Bro,
30% validated viewer? I mean, you have to be kidding me, right? Brother, that's less than 30%. Bro, that's 31% validation. Bro, 31% validation. That's not motion, that's counter motion.
When people started calling out those suspicious view numbers publicly, Kai didn't touch the topic at all. He didn't mention the data, didn't acknowledge the weird stats, didn't even try to break down what was happening. Instead, he went straight into defense mode, brushing it off and saying his people wouldn't do that. End of story. To his inner circle, that might have looked like loyalty, like he was standing by his crew no matter what. But to everyone else watching, it looked like straight up avoidance, especially since the accusations weren't even aimed directly at him. They were about the numbers, and by refusing to even engage with the conversation, Kai made things look 10 times worse. By this point, a new narrative had started forming. Not that Kai was a bad person or that his career was over, but that he only ever speaks up when the internet forces him to. With Jynxzi, the apology came only after the backlash. With Team Water, he stayed silent until the criticism blew up, and now, with the viewership controversy, it was the same thing again. Deflection instead of transparency. People began asking a bigger question. Was this just a string of bad moments, or was this what happens when someone gets too big? Do they start thinking they don't owe anyone an explanation anymore? Because when you line up every incident side by side, it stops looking like bad luck. It starts looking like a pattern that's way too familiar. It wasn't just starting to look like a pattern. It was a pattern, and that pattern didn't stop there. What pushed everything from bad optics into full-blown controversy wasn't just the charity silence or the awkward Jynxzi collab. It was when everything crashed together in one wild live moment that nobody could edit, filter, or walk back. During a call that included Mr. Beast, Jynxzi, Aiden Ross, and XQC, basically the same crew tied to nearly every one of Kai's recent controversies, the tension was already heavy. Then, out of nowhere, XQC dropped a bomb that changed the whole vibe instantly. He said that Kai had blocked his number, not muted, not ignored, straight up blocked. The entire call went quiet for a second, and you could almost feel the shock through the screen. Everyone was caught off guard, and fans watching couldn't believe what they just heard. It turned a tense chat into a total meltdown moment. And this time, it wasn't about beef or internet drama, it was about money. According to XQC, Kai allegedly owed him $100,000 from a bet they made months ago live on stream. It was supposed to be a simple wager. XQC won, end of story. But apparently the payout never came. Weeks passed, then months, and instead of paying up, Kai reportedly went completely silent and even cut off contact altogether. That alone would have been messy, but what made it worse was what XQC said next. He claimed he didn't even care about getting the money for himself anymore. He just wanted Kai to do something good with it. XQC said Kai could have donated it to any charity, and he'd even double it himself. That could have meant hundreds of thousands going toward a real cause, but once again, nothing happened. The moment XQC said it, the entire call froze. The room went dead quiet while chat absolutely exploded. Clips of the exchange spread across every platform within minutes. People weren't just disappointed this time, they were furious. Because this wasn't about internet pressure or public image anymore, it was about integrity. This was a private bet that turned into a public refusal followed by a blocked number. To a lot of fans, that felt like crossing a serious line. Suddenly, old clips started resurfacing. Moments where Kai accused XQC of being down bad in his DMs, only for XQC to pull up the actual messages live and prove that wasn't true. It was a messy look all around, and people started wondering if this was just the tip of something even bigger. There were moments where Kai brushed off real criticism by calling it hate, times when accountability got swapped for deflection, and when you take a step back and look at it all together, the pattern becomes crystal clear. Jynxzi gets embarrassed live, and the apology only comes after the backlash. The massive charity wave goes viral, silence until the criticism hits full force. The suspicious viewership numbers get called out, and never directly addressed. Then the $100,000 bet comes up, and suddenly a phone number gets blocked. Every time it's the same rhythm: ignore first, react later, and try to control the story instead of confronting the issue head on. And what makes it sting even more is that Kai isn't some new streamer still figuring things out. He's at the top. He knows exactly how perception works. He understands optics better than almost anyone in the game. That's why fans aren't buying the simple mistakes happen excuse anymore. It just doesn't add up. The craziest part? The person who ended up sounding the most level-headed in all this was XQC. Yeah, him. Despite the beef, despite the money drama, despite all the accusations flying around, XQC actually said something surprisingly grounded. He told his viewers that he doesn't believe in forcing anyone to donate to charity. Coming from him, that hit hard. It showed restraint where most expected chaos, and it made the contrast between him and Kai even louder. XQC did something most people didn't expect. He separated personal drama from moral pressure. He gave Kai a clear way out, a chance to fix things with zero public humiliation. But Kai didn't take it. Instead, he stayed silent. And silence, when you're this big, can be louder than any apology ever could. Now, this doesn't mean Kai's career is done, not even close. He's still massive, still pulling insane numbers, and still one of the most recognizable faces on Twitch. But here's the problem. The internet never forgets patterns, and the one people are seeing now is hard to ignore. A creator who only shows remorse after the fire's already started burning. The scary part isn't about losing fans overnight, it's about slowly losing trust. Because once your audience stops believing your apologies are real, every new explanation starts to sound fake, even when it's genuine. That's when things get dangerous, not for clout, but for credibility. So the real question isn't if Kai can bounce back, because he definitely can. The question is whether he's ready to break the cycle. Can he face problems before they blow up? Can he admit mistakes without spinning the story? And can he understand that being the biggest name in the game doesn't make you untouchable? It makes you accountable. Because if he keeps moving like this, stacking L after L and hoping the next viral stream makes everyone forget, the cracks will only grow deeper. Even the strongest platforms can start to shake when the foundation gets ignored. The real danger isn't cancellation, it's erosion, so now it's up to Kai. Will he learn and level up, or are we watching a giant slowly forget how to stand tall? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Fame Rant Daily for more deep dives into influencer and media industry drama, power abuse behind the scenes, and the stories that don't get talked about enough. This story might be over on TV, but online, it's far from finished and the next one is already lining up. I'll see you in the next video.